The Velveteen Dream, one of NXT's top stars, hasn't been seen since his backlot brawl NXT title match against Adam Cole at TakeOver in Your House on the 7th of June, and now multiple sites are reporting the reason why. He could be getting released from WWE imminently. Back in April, Dream found himself trending worldwide on Twitter when an unidentified fan on Reddit claimed Dream, real name Patrick Clark, had sent inappropriate photos to them and their friends. She was 17 and her friends were 15 and 16. This led to Clark posting a rare out-of-character tweet denying the allegations, instead hinting that he might have been hacked and a private photo was shared without his consent or knowledge, implying the pictures being circulated were of him, but he didn't send them. NXT continued to use him as part of their main event program, and the situation went quiet until last week's Speaking Out movement on Twitter. More similar allegations were made against Dream using the hashtag, and now the Mat Men Pro Wrestling podcast has tweeted, "So guess we will talk about this. Dream's days in WWE are numbered," was told by two totally separate sources, which was followed by Sean Ross Sapp adding, "I've been hearing this, as well as some not so wonderful news about him that doesn't have to do with any of the allegations." And because news has just decided to all happen at once right now, this isn't the only release Dream is facing, with WWE confirming to Fightful he's just been released from the hospital after being involved in a car accident this week. Fightful also reported back in April, when the initial accusations against Dream were emerging, that a warrant for his arrest was issued back in November, where Clark was accused of smashing a car window. This was later dropped because the case was not suitable for prosecution. Sapp tweeted yesterday that WWE are looking to clean up their roster in the wake of the Speaking Out allegations. And while Dream hasn't been released yet, the company have let go 2 more wrestlers following Jack Gallagher's termination last Friday. While WWE haven't yet officially announced this on their website, PW Insider is reporting they've released El Ligero, real name Simon Musk, and post wrestling writes that Travis Banks, real name Travis Blee, has also been let go. Both on the NXT UK roster, Ligero have been accused of indecent assault, and Banks admitted to being in a relationship with a 17-year-old trainee when he was 30, which is an abuse of a position of trust. After releasing their world champion Tessa Blanchard yesterday, Impact Wrestling have also parted ways with top star Michael Elgin, following Speaking Out allegations against him too. Elgin has issued the statement, "I appreciate the time and opportunities given to me with Impact. That locker room, the film crew, and all the company officials were a pleasure to be associated with. I hope that in time things get sorted. For now, I have to look at the brighter side. I have more time to spend with my son and reclaim that has been missed." Separate to the Speaking Out allegations, Fightful Select is reporting Elgin was involved in a physical altercation with Sami Callihan at a recent set of Impact TV tapings, where the two disagreed on how their match with Ken Shamrock should start. Co-executive vice president Scott D'Amore apparently had to break them up. While the Speaking Out movement has seemingly gotten rid of Gallagher, Ligero, Banks, and Elgin, it's important to note those who have seen their names tarnished by being included in the hashtag. After Trent Seven issued a statement denying the allegations against him, his accuser has deleted their original tweets after communication with Seven's legal representation, apologizing for causing Trent serious professional harm and emotional distress. While the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter writes WWE was aware of the allegations against Matt Riddle from when he first signed in May 2018 and investigated it at the time. But with the news cycle doing more spins than a Ricochet match right now, the Speaking Out movement, one of the biggest stories to hit the wrestling industry in decades, has been replaced by the other one, a coronavirus outbreak at the Performance Center. Following WWE finally starting to test their talent and staff for coronavirus specifically, something they haven't done up until the other week, multiple people have come up positive for COVID-19. PW Insider has said the number could be as high as 24 people, and backstage interviewers Kayla Braxton and Renee Young and SmackDown producer Adam Pearce have publicly confirmed they have the disease. In Young's case, she initially tested negative, but took another test on her own when she started to feel very unwell on Monday, where it confirmed she did have the disease. The Wrestling Observer newsletter is reporting WWE was not happy that Renee announced this publicly, noting her tweet did not go over well as the company had not yet spoken to the talent or their families. Meltzer adds that since then, while many wrestlers have reached out to Young to wish her well, none of the higher-ups at WWE have. Thankfully, Renee is reportedly over the worst of it now, but management will likely be paying far closer attention to Pearce, who works very closely with Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon in his role as a backstage producer, two of the highest-ranking people in WWE, with them both at risk due to their age. Jamie Noble, another SmackDown producer, has also revealed on his Instagram that he has tested positive for COVID-19, and the Wrestling Observer notes producer Tyson Kidd has been sent home with a fever, which means his real-life wife, Raw star Natalya, has also been sent home. Neither have tested positive for the disease, but it's a worrying sign of a potential outbreak amongst SmackDown personnel, especially with how the producers work with multiple people. It's odd then, considering how many producers have publicly revealed they've tested positive, that Brian Alvarez is reporting, "I can tell you for a fact that the company doesn't want anyone tweeting about it if they are positive. I have heard other names that have tested positive that have not tweeted about it. There are some friends and family that are now affected." Wrestling Inc. have corroborated this, reporting that Talent Relations told wrestlers in an email that they are forbidden to tell anyone else, nor can we come out publicly to make any statements, as WWE wants to handle the PR. This explains why no wrestlers have yet come forward, but backstage interviewers and producers have. The report publishes an email from an anonymous developmental talent, which alleges WWE will take care of any medical treatments, but it's the promotion that's putting them at risk in the first place, continuing to tape multiple shows a day that averages 10 to 12 hours plus for at least 2, sometimes 3 days in a row, that Kevin Dunn did not allow fans to wear face masks and made a scene twice over the PA to not wear masks, and that WWE is putting business first and the health and safety of everyone second. Perhaps the outbreak is why last night's SmackDown was mainly just a clip show, so here it is in 3 minutes. Thanks for your support on Patreon, Ryan Disco Stewart and Liam Top Tier. The show started with a 5-minute video package showing highlights from Undertaker's career, with the SmackDown roster all applauding the dead man on stage. Social distancing, guys! This continued throughout the night with Mick Foley, Stone Cold and Batista all talking about Taker, and a replay of the Boneyard match in full. In terms of actual wrestling, there was a babyface fatal 4-way of Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss and Dana Brooke, all vying for the #1 contendership to Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship at Extreme Rules The Horror Show. That's the official full name now. It was a fun match, though a little short, and having 4 babyfaces did make the winner quite unpredictable, with Nikki Cross rolling up Evans for the win. There was an 8-man tag match with the New Day and Lucha House Party against Miz, Morrison, Cesaro and Nakamura. Lucha House Party are severely underrated, so it was nice to see them get to shine in this match, with Metalik actually picking up the win on Miz. Braun Strowman tried his best at an in-ring promo next, which was a garbled mess of words that seemed to set up a cinematic match at the Swamp between Braun and old-school Bray Wyatt at Extreme Rules The Horror Show. Considering how incredible the Firefly Funhouse match was, hopefully Bray will get to work his creative magic here too. And finally, we got Jeff Hardy versus King Corbin, which was set up earlier after Corbin trash-talked Undertaker. Oh god, we're gonna get Corbin versus Undertaker at a Saudi Arabia show. And Hardy came out to beat him up because I guess he really likes Undertaker. The match ended when Corbin ran into the ring steps and Hardy capitalized with a swanton for the win. Corbin attacked Hardy after the bell though, which prompted the babyfaces, who had come out to surround the ring during an ad break, to stop him, like Kofi Kingston, who ran in valiantly and got punched right in the face. But then Corbin was hit with 3 finishers and Kingston looked like a chump but celebrated with the babyfaces after anyway, like he'd actually done something. And that was SmackDown in about 3 minutes. it. Let me know what you thought of the show in the comments down below, because I'll be replying to people from outer appreciation for The Undertaker. Thank you, Taker. Clap. Clap, 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 clap. The Fatal 4-Way and the tag match were fun and fast, though the main event was a bit tame. So this show gets a smack bang in the middle. Thanks to the wonderful people at WrestleCrate, if you go to WrestleCrate.co.uk and use the promo code WrestleTalk, you'll get 3 photographed portraits inside your first box when you take out a subscription, including one from me and Luke. WrestleCrate is a monthly mystery box full of loads of wrestling goodies, which has items from the biggest promotions in wrestling. There's some major WWE vs NXT plans. Press the video to the right to find out more in a WrestleTalk exclusive, and press the video below that to hear Luke and our special guest Alex, Queen of the Ring, talk about it on the WrestleTalk podcast. Make sure to check out WrestleCrate using the links below too. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.